example, let us take the person Rahul is pedaling his bicycle and he want to attain a velocity of 6 meters per second in 30 seconds, and later he applied the force on the brakes and he decreased his velocity up to 4 meters per second in next 5 seconds. Then find the or calculate the acceleration between these two cases, right? The first case is case 1, where the acceleration of attaining velocity 6 meters per second in 30 seconds. That is, the initial velocity will be 0 meters per second, right? And here the final velocity will be 6 meters per second. Therefore, u is 0 and v is 6 meters per second, right? And the time taken to travel is 30 seconds. Therefore, we can say the acceleration as the rate of change of velocity with respect to time. That is, acceleration equals to v minus u, that is final position minus initial position, that is v minus u by t, that is 6 minus 0 by 3 seconds, that is 30 seconds, right? Now we will be getting 0.2 meter per second square as acceleration in first case, right? Now let us see the case 2. That is, after attaining 6 meters per second in 30 seconds, he is slowing down his velocity to 4 meters per second in next 5 seconds. That means the initial velocity will be 6 meters per second and the final velocity will be 4 meters per second. Therefore, according to acceleration, that is final velocity minus initial velocity with respect to time, we will be considering that 4 minus 6 by 30. The next 5 seconds, t will be 5 seconds, right? Therefore, we can say v will be 4 because it is the final velocity he is attaining. So, from here to here, that is 4 meters per second. Here 5 seconds, here 30 seconds. This is the case 1 and this is the case 2, right? Therefore, we can say that he is attaining a round of minus 2 by 5, that is equals to minus 0.4 meter per second square in second case. That means in the case 1 he is attaining the positive acceleration and in case 2 he is attaining the negative acceleration because it is opposite to the direction of velocity. Thus we can find out the acceleration and velocity of a given sum. Let us see the graphical representation of a motion, that is how to plot the velocity, time, acceleration on a graphical paper, that is the pictorial representation of all the terms related to motion. That is, first we will be seeing the distance time graphs, that is how the distance is plotted with respect to the time on a graph paper. Let us suppose that is as a graph paper and we will be taking that y-axis as the distance that is measured in kilometers and the x-axis will be as the time that is measured in seconds, and therefore we will be plotting the graph regarding, for example, let us take a car is moving with a velocity or it is covering a distance of 30 kilometers in 5 seconds, that is plotted as shown here, that is 5 kilometers, 10 kilometers, 30 kilometers, 40 kilometers and so on with respect to time. That means here the point 1 shows that the car is covering around 10 kilometers around 10 seconds. The next point will be showing that 20 kilometers in 25 seconds. Thus, we can be plotting the graph and we can see that the plot or the graph represented is forming a straight line passing through the origin between the x and y axis. Therefore, we can say the distance and time graph between this particular object is a uniform motion. That is, it is a uniform object having uniform distance, and therefore we can say that any uniform subject or any uniform object will be having a straight line passing through the origin. That is, it can be a uniform acceleration or uniform velocity or uniform distance. Now let us see one more, that is we can measure the speed or distance or velocity from the graph itself. That is how we will see. The speed is defined as the total distance covered with respect to the total time, that is distance by time. Then the velocity will be given as velocity will be taken as S2 minus S1 by T2 minus T1. That means the final and the initial positions will be considered. That is, let us assume that S2 and S1, and we will be calculating the distance covered at this particular time by the object, and it is noted as the final position minus initial position by the time taken to travel this, that is final minus initial. Therefore we can say S2 minus S1 by T2 minus T1 will be giving the respective velocity of at this particular position of the car, right? And similarly we can find out the velocity time graphs, that is as shown. On x-axis we will be representing the time, it can be in hours or seconds, and on y-axis we will be representing the velocity, it is denoted as meters per second, and we will be plotting the graph between these, that is an object is travelling and a car is moving in a form of straight line. Then we will be calculating that how much distance it covered from that point A to point B. Let us see this. This is the area that is covered by the car, right? This is the whole area. We have to calculate this area by the time taken for move around this area, that is T2 minus T1. Let us see how to calculate the area. This is in the form of a rectangle. We know the formula, that is the area of a rectangle is length into breadth, and we will be calculating with the help of the length, that is AC, and the breadth, that is CD. That is AC into CD will be the area of this particular thing, and divided by the time taken, that is final minus initial positions, that is T2 minus T1. Or let us take that CD will be as T2 minus T1, right? Therefore we can say AC as 40 kilometers as we have shown here, the length, and breadth will be T2 minus T1, and therefore 40 into T2 minus T1 will be given as the area, that is the area of this total distance covered by the car, and the distance by time will be giving the velocity, that is the velocity graph. As shown here, velocity will be equals to distance by time covered. And see another graph, that is velocity time graph, that is for uniform objects. This is, that is also for uniform objects. For non-uniform objects, the graph will be of different shapes. It doesn't form an order, and it will be as shown, that is it may be like crooked, that is faster, slower. A car can move faster, slower, faster, slower. It is not maintaining an uniformity at a particular intervals of time. Therefore, it is known as non-uniform graphical representation of velocity, distance, or with respect to time. So we can say that it doesn't form a straight line path. And therefore, it is known as non-uniform acceleration or velocity. And at the same time, we will be seeing here the uniform velocity time graph. As shown here, we will be representing the distance covered by the car in between the A and E points. That is, we will be marking down, we will be pointing it out down to the x-axis, B and C. The distance, this total distance will give the velocity of that particular car. That is, it is consisting of two, see the figure is consisting of one triangle and one rectangle. Therefore, we can say that the area of rectangle plus the area of triangle will give us the velocity of this graph, right? Therefore, area of a triangle can be known as half base into height. We all know that half into base is AD and height will be ED, plus the area of rectangle, that is half, that is length into breadth, that is AB into BC. AB into BC. Now BC is equals to AD. Therefore, we can say that BC is equals to ED, that is equals to T2 minus T1, that is of time taken from final to initial positions. Then thus we will be calculating the area under which the car has moved, and thus we will be calculating the velocity, acceleration, distance as per as requirement, right? Let us see the equations of motions by graphical method. That is, when an object is moving in a straight line, we can relate to the velocity and acceleration and distance of that particular object. That is, we will be getting that the relation between the velocity and time, position and time, and position and velocity. That is, v equals to u plus at will be the velocity and time relation, and s equals to ut plus half at square will be the relation for position and time, and s equals to v square minus u square will be the relation between position and velocity. Here v is the final velocity and u is the initial velocity and a is the acceleration and t is the time taken. Now s will be the displacement or speed. And let us see how these three formulas or three relations between velocity, position and time are derived with the help of a graphic. That is, using graphical representation. Let us see first. I have taken a graph that is the motion of a car, that is the car traveling from A to B. Then we will be taking that the distance between A to B and the time on x-axis and this velocity on y-axis, and the final velocity as E, that is the final point B, and initial velocity A, that is U, and the time taken is t. Now let us suppose that let us draw a parallel line, that is AD, that is AD is parallel to OC. Okay. Now we will be seeing that the distance BC will be equals to BD plus DC, and DC is equals to OA. Therefore we will be saying that the distance BD plus OA gives us the distance, that is total distance of, that is BC, that is the distance covered by the car, and we will be seeing that AD is parallel to OC and BC equals to BD plus OA as I said, and BC is represented as V, that is final velocity, and OA is represented as the initial velocity. Therefore we can say that BD equals to V minus U, and what is the BD? Here it is the BD, right? That is, BD is the area under this. Therefore we can say that acceleration is the change in velocity per time, that is final velocity minus initial velocity by the time taken, that will be equals to BD by AD or BD by OC, right? BD by AD will give, that is the final minus initial by the time taken. Time is AD, that is equals to OC, right? Therefore we will be saying that OC is the time taken t. Therefore A equals to BD by t and BD equals to AT. Thus we will be substituting those values of BD in the first equation, and BD equals to V minus U. Therefore V minus U will be equals to AT. Thus we will be deriving the first relation, that is velocity and time relation.